This format sucks, and I'm not the only one with the sentiment. Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now feels awful to play. If you're playing in any sort of competitive event, it feels like it's very difficult to keep up with the decks at the moment, especially if you're playing a deck from prior formats. Why does Yu-Gi-Oh! Feel this way? What's happening to it? And what direction is it projected to go in the future? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in a spot right now where the best thing to be doing is playing Snake Eye, and with the previous ban list being negligible in regards to Snake Eye's power level, all decks need to have a one card full combo and have the ability to play 12 plus hand traps. This locks many decks out of being able to compete, both by the prevalence of interaction and their ability to play the same amount of non-engine cards. The main difference between top tier decks and rogue decks is varied end boards. Here is a Phantom Knight end board. It seems like a lot of interaction, right? But let's look at what the interaction actually means. Now you see, the only type of interaction is monster effect negation and removal. Nothing for spell and trap interaction like lightning, storm, or evenly matched. Compared to what Snake Eye can accomplish with a singular Snake Eye Ash, there's a drastic difference in regards to variety of interaction. Quantity of interaction isn't the only thing to keep in mind. Variety is also something very critical in terms of making boards in this format. The question is, when did Yu-Gi-Oh! Get to the point where the quality of card has hit such a high standard to be playable that if your deck doesn't have a one card full combo, it's much more difficult to compete? Let's take a trip all the way back to 2019, where the best decks of the format were Orcust, Salamangreat, Sky Striker, and Thunder Dragon. None of these decks have multiple one-card starters. All starter cards need at least one other card to have any sort of meaningful impact. Think something along the line of Harp Horror, something along the line of Sky Striker Mobilize Engage, where you can go Engage into Ray, into Kagari, grab back Engage, but you still need like one or two more cards in order to really do something meaningful. Salamangreat, they had Gazelle, but they needed like one more card in order to get the full board going. Where they needed Signet Mining to discard a card and then search Gazelle, and then had to be a Salamangreat card or a special to Gazelle. And then Thunder Dragon, and I guess Orcust to an extent, the most they really had was Armageddon Knight. And for Orcust, Armageddon Knight is a one card starter, but for Thunder Dragon, not so much. The next deck in line were Spiral and Shaddoll, shortly followed by Eldritch and Adamancipator and Inferno. All decks that don't have multiple one card full combos that are consistently accessible throughout the game. Once Tri-Brigade came out, we saw an instance of a deck that had multiple one-card combos via Tri-Brigade Fractal and Fire Formation Tenki. However, the combo that it set up was typically 2 to 3 interactions with follow-up, but the combo was very interactable and heavily disturbed by a hand trap. Fluenderies is one of the decks that was announced that had the community in an uproar about the power and the fact that Rabina was a one-card full combo and was easily accessible. When it came out, it was somewhat relevant in relying on cards like Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds in Rise of the Mega Monarch with Harpy's Feathered Storm. The next time we see a meta-relevant one-card combo was in Branded, which became meta once the Branded Structure Deck released and Branded Fusion was released, making Branded Fusion and Aluber Jester of Despy of one-card combos. Branded Opening was also a very good way to get the combo started. Shortly after, Power of the Elements released. Tearlament, Sprite, and MathMech had consistency and power compiled in multiple individual cards in their deck that were one-card full combos. Sprite had Sprite Blue, Sprite Starter, and access to cards from the main deck with Gigantic Sprite. Tearlament had Tearlament Grief, Rhino Heart, Instant Fusion, Tearlament Kitkalos, the Field Spell, and Terraforming. And then MathMech, of course, had the best individual card, one Joshua Schmidt can tell you all about. The card I am referring to is MathMech Circular. This card does it all. You can send one MathMech monster, except for MathMech Circular, from your deck to the graveyard, that is cost, special summon this card from your hand. Also, you can only attack with one monster for the rest of the turn. If a MathMech monster is normal or special summoned to your field while you control this monster, except in the damage step, you can add one MathMech spell trap from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effective MathMech Circular once per turn. This individual card has changed card design in the future. In future sets and releases, Konami tries to make previous cards released into one card full combo as well as printing more. This can be seen in the Trap Trick structure deck, which turns Mermello, an old card, into a 1-card full combo, which puts up multiple varied pieces of interaction with the addition of the new Trap Tricks Trap card. In reference to Tearlament, in Photon Hypernova, Kashtira finished releasing and had multiple 1-card combos that put up varied interaction in a powerful floodgate. Afterwards, Salamangreat got a new card to play with, a full 1-card combo with Salamangreat of Fire. And I almost forgot to mention, Girsu also got a starter card shortly after Orchest Harpor was banned in 2021. Now the only one of the decks without a 1-card combo from 2019 is Thunder Dragon. Shortly after the release of Salamangreat of Fire, Age of Overlord was on the horizon, an omen of the end. Snake Eye and Diabellstar released in Age of Overlord, and it was just missing just a little bit for the deck to actually see any real competitive play. Shortly after Age of Overlord, the Fire King structure deck was printed that also contained a 1-card full combo for the Fire King strategy, and Poplar got released alongside Promethean Princess, finally allowing Snake Eye to have access to its full engine. And, you can't even forget, Bonfire, which has an access to any 1-card full combo in the Snake Eye strategy, was also released all within the same time span. Now, we have reached the point where the best deck primarily consists of 1-card starters. It is no longer a rarity for Snake Eye to have 1-card full starter. A majority of the cards in it are starter cards, or are able to be used as starter cards to get the combo started. Now, this isn't anything new. Formats get stronger and decks have a higher standard they have to reach to be relevant. However, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is accelerating very quickly, and we are reaching the point where we have to question, what is next? We have a deck where every card is full combo. What's going to be next? How will we progress from here? I unfortunately do not have an answer to this question. However, I do know this. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I really wish the best for this game, and I hope there are solutions to this, either with the next ban list or the changing of card design mentality in the future. What do you think can be done to fix the Yu-Gi-Oh! Metagame to stop this power creep? Well, that's enough out of me. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you wanted to talk to more Yu-Gi-Oh! Players like yourself, I would highly recommend checking out our Discord server. Link is going to be in the description, as well as the QR code on screen. We do talk somewhat frequently about Yu-Gi-Oh! And the current meta, so I would really enjoy to see you there. As well as we do recently now have channel memberships available on our YouTube channel, where we have 3 different tiers. We have Super Supporter at $2 a month, where you get loyalty badges, emojis, guaranteed comment responses, a shout out at the end of every video, as well as access to the members only Discord channel, where you get early sneak peeks at future videos. There is the Giga Supporter at $5 a month, where you have early access to all new videos about a day or two before they go up, as well as all the previous offers. And for $15 a month, we do have our final tier, which is going to be Femboy Fanatic. You get a guaranteed customized video every single month, as well as 1 hour of my time. Could be for anything you'd like. You want a duel? Absolutely. You want me to help build a deck? Absolutely. You want to play some Helldivers? Sure. I'll do anything for an hour once a month. But supporting does help me out quite a lot, and it does help me produce all of these videos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be seeing y'all later. Bye-bye.